Hey guys, I want to give you a quick little helpful tip here. On certain vehicles, when you're filling the cooling system, what I usually do is I'll pull off a hose, usually to a throttle body, because a throttle body, if it has it, a throttle body usually has the highest point. Let me show you what I'm doing here. So this is a Subaru Forester that I just did head gaskets on. I had the motor out, and this tube right here, this is the heater for the throttle body. It uses coolant. So what I do is I actually leave that one off. The other one on the other side, you can actually just see it on the bottom there, is connected. The reason I leave that off is it helps purge air through the system. So now, when I'm pouring coolant in the funnel here, you can actually hear it gurgling out over here. So that's basically pushing all the air out. And what I'll do is I will fill it up at the radiator end, and once I start getting fluid coming out, the side where I get fluid coming out, I'll actually block. So if I get fluid coming out of the hose, I'll block the hose. If I get fluid coming out of the throttle body, I'll block the throttle body. And I'll wait till I get coolant coming out of the other hose. And then usually at that point, you have all the air out. Now some cars have a bleeder. Some cars have nothing. The ones that have nothing, you got to be careful with, because you can wind up with an air pocket and you can overheat it. Obviously you don't want to do that. And if the cooling sensor is not in antifreeze, what will happen is it could be in an air pocket, let's say, stuck behind the thermostat or whatever. But what happens is you could start it up and get it running, and actually you could have the coolant temperature reading normal or a little low or just a touch high, but meanwhile there's no coolant around the cylinder head where the temperature sensor is, and that thing could actually be at a boiling point. I've had it to where I've had no coolant in a motor, didn't know it, got the car here hot, and realized, the temperature gauge is reading, halfway, but it's not in coolant. So the metal that's surrounding the sensor is actually at the halfway point. But technically, I can't speak. Technically, the engine is severely overheating because now that metal is extremely hot because the sensor is supposed to read off of coolant, not off of metal. So, Ford actually had a good idea there for a while. They were using a cylinder head temperature sensor, which measured the temperature of the aluminum of the cylinder head. And the good thing about that was if you were low enough on coolant, it could tell if the cylinder head was getting too hot. So, but anyway, I just wanted to point that out to you. That's it. Hope you're getting something out of my videos. If you could, hit the like button. If you could, please subscribe. I'll make more videos, better videos, more content. That's it. Have a great day. Keep wrenching.